loud. Okay, we'll start. Vinayaka namastubhyam satatam modaka priya nirvignam kuru no deva sarvakaryeshu sarvada saraswati namastubhyam varade kamarupini vidyarambham karishyamaha siddhir bhavatu no sada gurur brahma gurur vishnu gurur devo maheshwaraha guru sakshat param brahmi shri gurave namaha Shri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulям Ramanama Varanane Apadama Pahartaram Dataram Sarvasampadam Lokabhiramam Shri Ramam Bhuyo Bhuyo Namamyaham Ramaya Rama Bhadraya Ramachandraya Vedhase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitayah Pataye Namaha Shri Raghavam Dasharathatmajam Aprameyam Sitapatim Raghukulan Vayaratna Deepam Ajanubahum Aravinda Dalayataaksham Ramam Nishachara Vinashakaram Namami Sri Raghurama Char Tulasi Daladhama Shamakshama Shringara Gunabhirama Trijagannata Shaurya Rama-lalama Durvaruka Bandha Rakshasa Virama Jagajjana Kalmasharnavottara Kanama Bhadragiri Dasharathi Karuna Payonidhi Anjaneya Matipatalananam Kanchanadrikamanija Vigraham Parijatatarumu Bhavayami Pavamananandanam Yatra Yatra Raghunatha Kirtanam Tatra Tatra Krutamastakanjalim Bashpavari Paripurnalochanam Marutim Namatarakshasantakam Buddhir Balam Yashodhairyam Nirbhayatvamarogata Ajadyam Vakpatatvancha Hanumat Smaranad Bhavet Kojantam Rama Rameti Madhuram Madhuraksharam Aruhya Kavita Shakham Vande Valmiki Kokilam. Adyatana Panchangam, January 1st, 2022, Plavanama Samvatsare Dakshinayane, Shishir Rutau, Hemant Ratau, based on Krishna Paksha, Purnimanta or Amanta, Margashirsha Mase, Krishna Pakshe, Chaturdashi Titihi till 5:11 p.m. Sthiravasara, Jyeshtha Nakshatram till 8:48 a.m. So most of the day will be Mula Nakshatram till 5:53 a.m. tomorrow morning. Purvashadha Nakshatram followed by that. Vriddhi Yoga till 11:13 p.m. followed by Dhruva Yoga. Shakuni Karanam till 5:11 p.m. followed by that Chatushpadaha till 3:22 a.m. followed by Nagavakaranam. Sarvebhyaha Suprabhatam. So 49th Sarga, 2 weeks back we did. Do you remember? Can anyone?
Yes. Ekona Panchashat Sargaha Tasmin Madhye Gautama Rishi Rama-laxmaṇau यथा विधि पूजितवान् तस्य पूजा विधि स्वीकृत्य रामः विश्वामित्रा सह मिथिला नगरीं प्रस्थितवान्.
Uttama. Yeah. So finally, they complete Ahalya Shapa Vimochanam and start from there, going up to Mithila, from Mithila Upavanam. So that's where we stopped. Atha Panchashat Sargaha.
Atha Panchashat Sargaha.
Tatah Praguttaram Uttaram Gatva.
Tatah Praguttaram Gatva.
Ramas Saumitrina Saha.
Ramas Saumitrina Saha.
Viśwāmitram Puraskritya.
Viśwāmitram Puraskritya.
Yajna-vātamupaagamat.
Yajna-vātamupaagamat.
So Tataha, after that, from then or from there, Prag Uttaram. Prag is east, Uttaram is north, so northeast. Prag Uttaram, towards northeast. Ramaha Saumitrina Saha. Rama along with Saumitri, who is Lakshmana, along with him, Gatva, having gone, having started to walk in the northeast direction, Viśwāmitram puraskritya, by keeping Viśwāmitra in front of them. Yajna-vātam upagamat. Finally, they reached near the yajna-vātam. There is a huge yajna going on in Mithilā, conducted under the adhvarya of Janaka Maharaja. He is the Yajman. So, near outskirts of the city is where yajna is done, because you need lot of land and space. So, outside of that, meaning nearing that yajna-vāta, they have reached there. Ramastu munishardulam.
Ramastu munishardulam.
Uvacha saha-laxmaṇah.
Uvacha saha-laxmaṇah.
Sadhvi yajna-samruddhirhi.
Sadhvi yajna-samruddhirhi.
Janakasya mahatmanah.
Janakasya mahatmanah.
So Rama along with Lakshmana, Saha-laxmaṇah, along with Lakshmana, Munishardulam, to the Munishardula Viśwāmitra, Uvacha, he said this. What did he say? Sadhvi yajna-samruddhihi. This yajna's developments seem so beautiful. Sadhvi, or so good. Sadhuhu, sadhvi. Yajna-samruddhihi. Yajnaha sadhuhu. Yajna-samruddhihi. Samruddhi is in Strilinga. So sadhvi yajna-samruddhihi. Yajna-samruddhihi. Sadhvi. Looks like all the developments that are going on near this yajna, they seem very good. He has not seen his father's yajna because he was not born then, but he is seeing now a big yajna, and so he is saying yajna-samruddhihi sadhvi, whose mahatmanaha janakasya, of the Mahatma Janaka yajna, seems very great here, all the activities going on. Bahuniha sahasrani.
Bahuniha sahasrani.
Nana desha nivasinam.
Nana desha nivasinam.
Brahmananam mahabhaga.
Brahmananam mahabhaga.
Vedadhyayana shalinam.
Vedadhyayana shalinam.
Rishivātascha drishyante.
Rishivātascha drishyante.
Shakati shatasankulaha.
Shatati shatasankulam.
Desho vidhiyatam brahman.
Desho vidhiyata brahman.
Yatra vatsyamahe vayam.
Yatra vatsyamahe vayam.
So he is continuing to say, Iha, Iha means here. Iha bahuni sahasrani nana desha nivasinam brahmananam vedadhyayana shalinam rishivātas chadrishyante. So he is saying there are several thousands of rishivātaha, meaning the shelters of rishis, their own huts or their own, what do you say, pandals. So Rama has seen so many of them. So he is now confused and he is asking, Bahuni sahasrani, several thousands of them, rishivātaha, are seen here, of whom Mahabhaga, O Viśwāmitra, of Vedadhyayana shalinam, those whose strength is Vedadhyayanam. They seem to be continuously chanting, studying, teaching each other Vedadhyayanam. Such people are Vedadhyayana shalinaha. Of them is Vedadhyayana shalinam. Nana desha nivasinam. These rishis have seemed to have come from different countries. Again, as we saw, even during Dasharatha's Putrakameshti and then Ashwamedha Yajnas also, we have seen kings and rishis and several other citizens coming from different countries from across the world. Likewise, here in this Janaka Maharaja's Yajna also, Nana Desha Nivasinam, people of different countries, different lands, Brahmananam, of Vedadhyayana shalinam, Nana Desha Nivasinam, Brahmananam, Bahuni sahasrani rishivātascha iha drishyante. They seem here. They are filled here everywhere. Shakati shatasankulaha. Also, when they come, they bring their own carts. They bring their own cars, their own vehicles, because they have to bring a lot of yajna samagri. They have to bring all their books for yajna, for their Vedadhyayanam, and for their nitya anushtanam. So they bring a lot of vehicles also. So there are a lot of shelters, and probably in front of them or in a different parking area, lot of vehicles as well. Shakati is a Shakati is a vehicle, cart in the old days, but it can be a chariot, it can be any vehicle. So Shakati Shatasankulaha, groups of hundreds of such vehicles also are all around. Desho vidhiyatam Brahman, oh Brahman, Viśwāmitra, please, direct us, where shall we stay? Yatra vaśwāmahe vayam, where can we stay? Where shall we stay, all of us together? Because Viśwāmitra, Rama-laxmaṇa, and several rishis have come along with them. So where can we all stay? Already, wherever I see, it's all Rishi-vātaha and Shakati Sankulaha. So where can we stay? Desho vidhiyatam. Please order a place where we can stay now. So Desho vidhiyatam Brahman yatra vaśwāmahe vayam. Ramasya vachanam shrutva.
Ramasya vachanam shrutva.
Viśwāmitro mahamunihi.
Viśwāmitro mahamunihi.
Niveshamakarodeshe.
Niveshamakarodeshe.
Vivikte salilayute.
Vivikte salilayute.
Ramasya vachanam shrutva. Okay, good point Rama raised. So having listened to that, Mahamunihi Viśwāmitraha Vivikte. Vivikte means janarahite. So they found a place where there is some free space. They looked all around, and finally Viśwāmitra found a place where there is less crowd and unoccupied place. So Vivikte Deshe Salila Ayute, also near water, because they have to take bath and do all their udaka kriyas, etc. So Salila Ayute Vivikte Deshe Ramasya vachanam shrutva Mahamunihi Viśwāmitraha Nivesham Akarot. So finally, he has established his stake, saying, okay, this is where we will have our, we will stay here. This is our place of stay. Viśwāmitra finds it, and accordingly they all start setting up their tents, etc. Viśwāmitram anupraptam.
Viśwāmitram anupraptam.
Shrutva sa nrupatistada.
Shrutva sa nrupatistada.
Śatānandam puraskritya.
Śatānandam puraskritya.
Purohita maninditam.
Purohita maninditam.
Pradyujjagama sahasa.
Pratyujjagama sahasa.
Vinayena samanvitaha.
Vinayena samanvitaha.
So Viśwāmitram anupraptam shrutva. Just like Sumati, King Sumati also heard, wow, Viśwāmitra ji is here. Oh, so they came running, right? All of them came and did their puja. So also Nrupatihi, head of people, which means king of that land, which is Janaka. King Janaka, Viśwāmitram anupraptam. Viśwāmitra having arrived here, followed by his team, and these two young lads, Shrutva, having heard that, Nrupatihi tada, then that Nrupati, Śatānandam aninditam purohitam paraskritya, by having his purohita, who is aninditam, who never has a blemish, impeccable, Śatānanda purohitam, Śatānandam puraskritya, by having his purohita, the great, impeccable, with no blemishes, clean, great purohita, Śatānanda, by keeping him in his front, by having him lead him, Janaka Maharaj also arrived there. And how did he come? Pratyujjagama. For our Swayamsevaks, again we have been talking. Pratyut prachalanam, pratyujjagama. which means you make about 16 steps in from where once you get the sight of that person, both eye contact is there. From there, you walk about 16 steps in the front as an honor of reception. So pratyujjagama, he went with that purohita forward. Sahasa, with all the energy, with all enthu. Vinayena, at the same time, all humility. Samanvitaha, with both enthusiasm and humility. Together with both of those feelings, Janaka Maharaj, along with śatānanda purohita, went forward to receive and honor Viśwāmitra, just having heard of the arrival of him. Ritvijopi mahatmanaha.
Ritvijopi mahatmana.
Tvargyamadaya satvaram.
Vargyamadaya satvaram.
Viśwāmitrāya dharmena.
Viśwāmitrāya dharmena.
Dadur mantra puraskritam.
Dadur mantra puraskritam.
So all other Ritviks, Ritvijaha, Ritvik, Ritvijau, Ritvijaha. Ritvijaha is the Bahuvachanam, Prathama Vibhakti of Jakaranta Padam. So Ritvij, but Prathama Vibhakti, Ekavachanam will be Ritvik. Ritvijaha is Bahuvachanam. So Ritvijaha, all the Ritviks there, they also, Mahatmanaha, all the great Ritviks there, Mahatmanaha, tu Arghyam Adaya Satvaram. They offered Arghyam to Viśwāmitra, Satvaram, immediately, without any delay, without any hesitation. Satvaram Viśwāmitrāya dharmena mantra puraskritam Arghyam tu Satvaram Adaya. All the Ritviks also, when Viśwāmitra came with, when Janaka Maharaj came with śatānanda, he also came with his Ritviks. All the other Ritviks that were already in the yajna-vaaTa there, all of them have stood up and came forward and offered their arghyas, etc. Arghya and all the upacharas to Viśwāmitram. Viśwāmitrāya daduhu. They gave their arghyam offerings to Viśwāmitra. Pratigruhyatu tam pujam.
Pratigruhyatu tam pujam.
Janakasya mahatmanaha.
Janakasya mahatmanaha.
Papracha kushalam rājñah.
Papracha kushalam rājñah.
Yajnasya cha niramayam.
Yajnasya cha niramayam.
Having received all those pratigrahanam, pratigruhya, having received all those arghya and other upacharas offered by the Raja Janaka and his Ritviks and śatānanda purohita, tam pujam, Janakasya mahatmanaha tam pujam pratigruhya, Rājñah kushalam papracha. Papracha, prishtavan, prichati is a present tense, papracha is litlekara, bahuvachanam, old time, unattended bahuvachanam, impersonal bahuvachanam. So kushalam papracha, he asked kushalam, is everything okay? Of whom Rājñah. So kushalam here means rashtrādhi upadrava rahityam. How is your country? How is your rashtram going on? Is everyone fine there? There are no calamities, etc., right? No issues, no problems. Is everything going on well? So that is how we should learn whom to inquire kushalam greetings, in what way. How is life going on? That's not how you would ask a Raja. As a friend, you might ask, hey, how is life going on? How is everything going on? But to a Raja, you would ask, how is your state? How is your nation? How are your people? How is the administration? And you will see in the next, in another sarga, where when Bharata arrives, Rama asks hundreds of questions. Rama looks at Bharata as a king. Of course, that is in Aranyakanda, but Ayodhya Kanda. There he asks, it's the very sarga name, people call it, though there is a sarga number, but that is called Kvachit Sarga. Kvachit. Rama has hundreds of questions. The entire sarga is questions. How is your nation? How are your ministers? How are your, Samanta Rajas, your allies? How are your people? How are schools? How are Brahmanas? How are teachers? All inquiries. Those are what we ask a king. But for a friend and other people, then you can ask how is life going on. So atra Rājñah kushalam means Rashtradi upadrava-rahityam. There are no upadravas, no calamities, right? Such questions. And also the current event, which is yajnasya cha niramayam. Sarve bhavantu sukhinaha, sarve santu niramayaha, we say. Niramaya in there we say is free of diseases. But here niramayam means vighna-rahityam. Hope all the yajna that you have planned to run for so many days, so long, hope everything is running without any obstacles, without any interruptions, without any issues. So that is how you inquire a Raja. So we learn a lot of protocols of how to talk to different people from Ramayanam. So Rājñah kushalam cha yajnasya niramayam cha viśwāmitra tam janakasya mahatmanaha tam pujam pratigrihya papracha. That's how the Anvayam is. Satans-chapi munin prishtva.
Satānschapi munim prishtva.
Sopadhyaya purodhasaha.
Sopadhyaya purodhasaha.
Yathanyayam tatas sarvaihi.
Yathanyayam tatah sarvai.
Samagachat prahrishtavan.
Samagachat prahrishtavat.
So Viśwāmitra then tan sopadhyaya purodhasaha munin. So along with Janaka, when he came with his upadhyayaha, along with his upadhyayaha, by keeping all of them in the front, and then several other munis also from that yajna-vāta who came. So he addressed all of them. Tan cha api prishtva. Hope your yajna is also going on well. Hope your schools or gurukulas are running well. All such questions.
What is purodhasaha? Purodhasa is what?
Purodhasaha is in front of them, keeping them in front.
Okay.
Puraskritya, purodhasaha. But purodhasa also can be as part of yajna, one role.
Oh.
One role is called purodhasa.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So purodhasa, upadhyaya, purodhasa. Both of them, he has along with the munis. All of them, he has inquired. And then tataha sarvaihi samagachat prahrishtavat. Prahrishtavat, very happily, with all delight. So many rishis here. I'm so excited. I'm so delighted. So he has samagachat means alinganam akarot. Samyak agachat means he reached there properly, or it also means he has, basically given a good friendly hug to all the munis. Alinganam akarot, having inquired welfare of all of their respective professions, respective activities. Atha Raja Munisreshtham.
Atha Raja Munisreshtham.
Kritanjali Rabhashata.
Kritanjali Rabhashata.
Asane Bhagavan Nastam.
Asane Bhagavan Nastam.
Sahebhir Munisattamaihi.
Sahebhir Munisattamai.
Atha, then after Viśwāmitra also wished and greeted all the munis and all, respective introductions, mutual greetings is complete. Then Raja Kritanjalihi, again we said we should learn this posture when we talk to revered people. Let us utilize this Pranjali Mudra, we said last time also. Because as you see, Valmiki keeps mentioning that. That means as you read so many times, it should stay in our mind and it should become our habit that hereafter when we meet great people, we will talk in Kritanjali Mudra. So Kritanjalihi Munisreshtham to the Viśwāmitra Abhashata. He said the following. What did he say? Bhagavan, O Viśwāmitra, O Bhagavan, asane astam, may you be seated in that seat that is set up for you. Asane astam, along with saha, along with ebhihi munisattamaihi, along with these great munis that have come with you, and all of other munis also, may you all be seated, and Viśwāmitra, you be seated along with your munis in this specific asana that we are offering for you. Janakasya vacha shrutva
Janakasya vacha shrutva
nishasada mahamunihi
nishasada mahamunihi
purodha ritvijaschaiva
purodha rutijaschaiva
rajacha saha mantribhihi
rajasa saha mantribhihi
asaneshu yathanyayam
asaneshu yadhanyayam
upavishtavan samantataha
upavishtavan samantataha
drishtva sanrupatistatra
dustvasa nupratistastra
Viśwāmitra mathabravit.
Viśwāmitra mathabravit.
Viśwāmitram mathabravit.
Viśwāmitra mathabravit. Yeah.
So Janakasya vacha shrutva, by listening to Janaka's, request of please, may you be please seated. Mahamunihi Viśwāmitraha nishasada. Nishasada means he's seated there. He seated means he sat there. Purodhaha ritvijaschaiva. All those purodhaha, those specific assigned ritviks and purodhaha, all of them cha raja cha sahamantrivihi. Raja also along with his mantris. Asaneshu, in their seats, yathanyayam, as per the protocol or as per the designated seats. Yathanyayam, which means as per designated seats. So VIP row first. So VIP row first, then other important people, and by the side, advisors. So like that, yathanyayam upavishtavan. So Raja, purodha ritvijascha sahamantribhihi asaneshu yathanyayam samantataha upavishtavan. So Janaka came with so many people, and also his yajna participants, sadasyaha, also are there. So all of them have circled and they sat around Viśwāmitra's team. Samantataha, all around. Sahan rupatihi tatra drishtva Viśwāmitram atha bravit. Having seen everyone seated properly and everyone settled in, then Viśwāmitram atha bravit Nrupatihi. So Nrupatihi, the king Janaka, said the following unto Viśwāmitra. Adya yajna samruddhirme. Somebody else.
Adya yajna samruddhirme.
Safala daivataih krita.
Safala daivataih krita.
Adya yajna phalam praptam.
Adya yajna phalam praptam.
Bhagavad darshananmaya.
Bhagavad darshananmaya.
So he's saying to Viśwāmitra, oh Viśwāmitra, you have come. That is like Bhagavad darshanam. With that Bhagavad darshanam, because of that Bhagavad darshanam, maya Bhagavad darshanam, adya yajna phalam praptam. I have already received the yajna phala. You have arrived and I've got the result of the yajna. Even though yajna is not yet complete, I know my whatever phalam that I have been seeking is praptam. Also, yajna samruddhihi, the growth of the yajna or the developments of yajna, safala daivataihi krita. So far, the developments of yajna have been fruitful by the blessings of God. Daivataihi krita. But with your arrival, the result itself I have obtained, is how delighted Janaka Maharaj is and is praising Viśwāmitra. Adya yajna daivataihi yajna samruddhihi safala krita. Parantu Bhagavad darshanat maya adya yajna phalam praptam. Is how he's saying. So far the developments were successful, fruitful by blessings of gods. But with your arrival, with your darshanam, Bhagavat darshanam, now I have obtained the result also, he's saying. What is the result? We don't know. Let us see. It will come much later. But stay tuned, because from next chapter, or in fact from here onwards, the next big section of Balakanda. As we said, of Balakanda, there are several stories, but one major one is the Gangavataranam. Of course, before that also Siddhashramam, Tatakavadha, etc. are there. But big major events, if we see, one is Gangavataranam, then Ahalya Shapa Vimochanam, and the third big one is not an event, but a story being told, will be told to us by śatānanda. Next 51st Sarga onwards. Hopefully we will enter that Sarga today, where śatānanda describes how Viśwāmitra became Brahmarshi, how he was a king before, but then having met Vasishtha, and out of competitive spirit, how he fights Vasishtha and then does tapas, becomes Rajarshi, in between with the break of Menaka. All of that story of Viśwāmitra will be told, because so far Viśwāmitra told stories of so many other people. Who should tell the greatness of Viśwāmitra? Another great person like śatānanda will then tell from 51st Sarga onwards. It will run for at least 10 Sargas or so. So let us all not miss following several weeks. So he's continuing, Janaka is continuing. Dhanyosmi anugrihitosmi.
Dhanyosmi anugrihitosmi.
Yasya me munipungava.
Yasya me munipungava.
Yajñopasadanam brahman.
Yajñopasadanam brahman.
Praptosi munibhis saha.
Praptosi munibhis saha.
He's continuing to praise Viśwāmitra by saying, Aham dhanyaha asmi. I am grateful. With all gratitude, he's expressing it. Anugrihitosmi. Also, I am received by you, which means I am blessed by you. Anugrihitaha. Anugraham yaha praptavan saha anugrihitaha. Means one who has received the goodwill, or the anugrahanam. We all understand anugraha. So anugraham, one who received it, is anugrihitaha. So Janaka is saying, I have received your anugraha. So anugrihitosmi. Yasya me, O Munipungava, yasya me yajñopasadanam praptaha asi munibhihi saha. Why? Because my yajnasadanam is arrived at by you along with your munis. So with your arrival and all of your team of munis, I am blessed, I am grateful. Dvadashaham tu brahmarshe.
Dvadashaham tu brahmarshe.
Seshamahur manishinaha.
Seshamahur manishinaha.
Tato bhagarthino devan.
Tato bhagarthino devan.
Drashtumarhasi kaushika.
Drashtumarhasi kaushika.
So dvadashaham brahmarshe, O brahmarshe, dvadashaham, 12 days have passed by. Sesham manishinaha, the rest of the days also will be continued by manishinaha. Manishinaha here means ritviks, ritvijaha. Then after that, towards the end of it, towards the completion of this yajna, tato bhagarthinaha devan Drashtumarhasi Kaushika. O Kaushika, Viśwāmitra, if you can stay till the end of our yajna, towards the end of it, Bhagarthinaha Devan, all the devas who come for their bhagas, seeking their bhagas, their respective portions, their respective ratios or proportions of offerings of havis. When all the devas come to receive them, you will be able to see them. Drashtumarhasi. You will be able to see them means not that Viśwāmitra has not seen gods before, but is a formal way of saying, please stay till the end so that you can also be part of the vision of all those gods who arrive for yajna havis, for receiving the yajna havis. That is called bhagarthinaha. Deva bhagam yatha purve sanjanana upasate, says our Sangatana mantram. Just as devaha yatha purvam bhagaha, deva bhagam yatha purve, just as all gods come together, but seek their respective bhagaha only and still live together without fighting. So also let us live together like that, says our Sangatana mantram, which are basically mantras from Rig Veda. So devaha bhagarthinaha, they seek their respective bhagaha, which also means, as I always say, but unfortunately I don't know how we can practically perform it, because now that I have to perform it in April, that when we do any of these yajna, Vaidika karmas, we are inviting gods, we are offering, we are inviting gods, and we give them respective places also. Saying, Ishanye, Ishanaha, Purve, Indraha, Agni, Agneye, Agnihi, Dakshine, Yamaha, Nairutyam, Nirrataha. So we respectively in all these directions, we give them their seatings, Asanam Samarpayami, and for each one of them respective colored clothes, respective fruits, etc. We offer them tambulam. And when you have all of them, if we start, if we start ignoring them in the interest of other chit-chats with other attendees, and the participants also, they're looking for photos, etc., I think we are insulting gods, and because of which all these anarthas take place. So even I'm trying to see how we can avoid all that ignorance of the invited gods. So even when we do puja in our homes, even if we invite friends, we should all be able to tell that, hey, gods, we have invited them, they have come here. If you have that vision, look at them, realize them, and stay focused so that gods are pleased. And when they are pleased, the best will be offered to us. Tato bhagarthino devan drashtumarhasi kaushika. Ityuktva munishardulam.
Ityuktva munishardulam.
Prahuštavadanastada.
Prahuštavadanastada.
Punastam paripapracha.
Punastam paripapracha.
Pranjalih pranato nrupa.
Pranjalih pranato nrupa.
So Ityuktva, having praised Viśwāmitra like this, having requested him to stay until the completion of his yajna, punaha paripapracha, he further inquired more details. Prahrishta-vadanaha, with pleased face, with delighted face. Aha, you have come and you have gladly accepted to stay through our yajna till its completion. With that prahrishta, with that hrishta, with that delight in his face. Punaha, again, he continued to inquire further. Pranjalihi, again, with Pranjali Mudra. See, every time you talk to a great person, Valmiki keeps telling Pranjalihi, Pranjalihi, with Pranjali Mudra. He Pranataha. Pranataha means Nataha is with humility. Natamastakaha, we say, right, with the bent head, which means with humility, with humbleness. Not, hey, how are you doing? This is horn. With pranataha is with the bent head. So pranataha pranjalihi nrupaha Punaha tam munishardulam prahrishtavadanaha paripapracha. He further inquired. What is the next inquiry? Imau kumarau bhadram te.
Imau kumarau bhadram te.
Devatulya parakramau.
Devatulya parakramau.
Gajasimha gati virau.
Gajasimha gati virau.
Shardula vrishabhopamau.
Shardula vrishabhopamau.
Padmapatra vishalakshau.
Padmapatra vishalaksho.
Khadgatuni dhanurdharau.
Khadgatuni dhanurdharau.
Ashvinaviva rupena.
Ashvinaviva rupena.
Samupasthita yauvanau.
Samupasthita yauvanau.
Yadruchayaiva gam praptau.
Yadruchaiva gam praptau.
Devalokadivamarau.
Devaloka divamarau.
Katham padbhyamiha praptau.
Katham padbhyamiha praptau.
Kimartham kasyava mune.
Kimartham kasyava mune.
Varayudhadarau virau.
Varayudhadarau virau.
Kasya putrau mahamune.
Kasya putrau mahamune.
Bhushayanta vimam desham.
Bhushayanta vimam desham.
Chandra surya vivambaram.
Chandra surya vivambaram.
Parasparasya sadrushau.
Parasparasya sadrushau.
Pramanengita cheshtitaihi.
Pramanengita cheshtitaihi.
Kakapakshadharau virau.
Kakapakshadharau virau.
Shrotumichhami tattvataha.
Shrotumichhami tattvanaha. All epithets of Rama-laxmaṇa are there.
So he further inquired, and if we remember, I think these shlokas somehow repeated. We have seen these same set of shlokas inquired by in one of those previous chapters. Who are these? Imau kumarau bhadram te. Oh, best to you, Viśwāmitra. Devatulya parakramau imau kumarau. They are like Devatulya. They are equivalent in comparison to Devas. Parakramau in Parakrama. Gajasimha gati. Their walk seems like Simha and or elephant. Gajasimha gati virau. Shardula vrishabhopamau. And also like tiger and Vrishabha, the bull. Vrishabhop upamau, similar to them. Padmapatra vishalakshau, like wide, broad, open eyes. Khadga tuni dhanur dharau. Khadga is sword, tuni is the quiver, dhanuhu, dharau. Ashvina viva rupena. They are looking like twins gods. Ashvini devatau. Ashvinau iva. Ashvina viva rupena. Samupasthita yauvanau. These two young twin, they seem like those twin gods, like youthful twin Ashvini Devata. Yadruchaya iva. Yadruchaya is coincidentally or surprisingly, unimaginably, surprisingly, coincidentally, Devalokat amarau iva gam praptau. Just as gods arrive from Devaloka to the earth, by just they descend. Just like that, these two have come or what? Because katham padbhyam iha praptau. Such gods who descend, these are like those gods, but how did they come walking with you? Means they look so delicate and so young and so beautiful that can't imagine that they walked with you and came here. Katham padbhyam iha praptau. Kimartham, why did they come? Kasyava mune, whose are these? Varayudhadarau virau, they are having all the best weapons, strongest weapons. Kasya putrau mahamuni, whose sons are these two, Mahamuni? Bhushayantau imam desham chandra suryau iva ammaram. Just as Chandra and Surya are the ornaments, they decorate the sky. So also these two seem to be decorating my land here, my desham, imam desham. Parasparasya sadrushau pramana ingita cheshtataihi. Pramana ingita cheshtataihi. Their activities, their gestures seem to be setting standards, pramanas. And kakapakshadharau, with these long, nice sideburns. Virau shrotu viśwāmitra tattvataha. Who are these beautiful, at the same time heroic, strong, looking like gods, Ashwinis? How did they come walking? Whose son are they? All these questions Janaka continued to inquire with Viśwāmitra. Tasya tadvachanam shrutva janakasya mahatmanaha.
Tasya tadvachanam shrutva janakasya mahatmanaha.
Nyavedayan mahatmanau.
Nyavedayan mahatmanau.
Putrau dasharathasya tau.
Putrau dasharathasya tau.
So after listening to all these inquiries of Janaka, Mahatma Janaka, he Dasharathasya tau putrau mahatmanau nyavedayat. He started narrating, reporting about these two sons of Dasharatha. What did he say? What all details did he say? Siddhashrama nivasancha.
Siddhashrama nivasancha.
Rakshasanam vadham tatha.
Rakshasanam vadham tatha.
Tacchagamana vyagram.
Tacchagamana vyagram.
Vishalayascha darshanam.
Vishalayascha darshanam.
So he started with all the story where he brought them for the Siddhashramam. Siddhashrama nivasam cha Rakshasanam vadham. Starting with Tataka, Marichi, Subahu, and several other, thousands of Rakshasas in Siddhashrama. All of that, Rakshasanam vadham tatha. And tatcha agamanam avyagram. Avyagram agamanam. And the arrival at the mithilā upavanam. Vishalayascha darshanam. Also their visit to the Vishala city, where we studied the entire story of Kakuts onwards till Vishala. And in his name, all the Vaishalikaha, all their descendants are called as Vaishalikaha. All that stories, all the places that they visited, also Viśwāmitra reported to Janaka. Also, he continues, Ahalya darshanam chaiva.
Ahalya darshanam chaiva.
Gautamena samagamam.
Gautamena samagamam.
Mahadhanushi jignasam.
Mahadhanush jignasam.
Kartumagamanam tatha.
Kartumagamanam tatha.
So he continued to narrate Ahalya darshanam cha, and also the meeting with Ahalya darshanam cha, Gautamena samagamam. And when Ahalya's Shapa was released, Gautama came and took Ahalya with him. So Gautama's arrival also. Gautamena samagamam, the meeting with Gautama. And finally, Mahadhanushi jignasam kartum agamanam tatha. Rama probably had that jignasa or not, we don't know. But Viśwāmitra is saying, of that great bow that you have, the Shivadhanus, Mahadhanushi jignasam. His jignasa, his curiosity, his eagerness to see and play with that Mahadhanush. So his curiosity in the Mahadhanush. Mahadhanushi is Saptami Bhakti, in the Mahadhanush. That means his jignasa in the Mahadhanush, that is at your place. He has, he's curious to see that. And if Viśwāmitra says that, then Janaka will, can he deny? No, he will immediately bring that Dhanush out. So he has hinted, Viśwāmitra has hinted that Mahadhanushi jignasam kartumagamanam tatha. Etat sarvam mahateja
एतत् सर्वं महातेजा
janakasya mahatmane
जनकस्य महात्मने
nivedya viraramatha
निवेद्य विररामाथ
viśwāmitro mahamanihi.
विश्वामित्रो महामुनिः.
Etat sarvam mahatejaha mahamunihi viśwāmitraha janakaya nivedya atha virarama. Viramam kritavan virarama litlakarha. So he finally rested, meaning he stopped his speech. He rested his speech after narrating all these stories about Rama-Laxmaṇa as curiously inquired by Janaka. Ityarshe
इत्यार्षे
Srimad Ramayane
श्रीमद्रामायणे
Valmikiye Adikavye
आदिकाव्ये
Balakande
बालकाण्डे
Panchashas Sargah.
पञ्चाशत् सर्गः
So thus we completed the 50th Sarga here. Since we have few more minutes, can we jump into the 51st Sarga? We may not be able to complete it, I know, but at least a few slokas we can cover from there. Do we have time?
Yes.
Another
Yes,
15-20 minutes?
Yes, Bhagaji.
Sure, Bhagaji.
Good, let's continue. Atha ekapanchashash sargah.
अथ एकपञ्चाशत् सर्गः.
So Śatānanda also came there, and when he heard Gautamayana Samagamam, Ahalya Darshanam, Śatānanda was damn pleased, right? Because he heard of his parents. So this sarga is most of this sarga onwards, it is Śatānanda's speech and talk. Tasya tadvachanam shrutva
तस्य तद्वचनं श्रुत्वा
viśwāmitrasya dhīmatah
विश्वामित्रस्य धीमतः
hृष्टरोमा महातेजा
हृष्टरोमा महातेजा
शतानन्दो महातपाः
शतानन्दो महातपाः
गौतमस्य सुतो ज्येष्ठः
गौतमस्य सुतो ज्येष्ठः
तपसा द्योतितप्रभः
तपसा द्योतितप्रभः
रामसन्दर्शनादेव
रामसन्दर्शनादेव
परं विस्मयमागतः. So tasya tadvachanam shrutva, by listening to Viśwāmitra's narration about Rama-Laxmaṇa, especially of interest to Śatānanda, which is about his parents, his mother Ahalya's Shapa Vimochanam and Gautama's Samagamanam, coming back. All of that Shrutva, by listening to that, of as narrated by Dhiman Viśwāmitra, Dhīmatah Viśwāmitrasya tad vachanam Shrutva, Hೃष्टರೋಮಾः, with the goosebumps, with the all hairs, standing up, because wow, my mother's Shapa is now relieved. Wow, Hೃष्टರೋಮಾः. So Hೃष्ಟರೋಮಾः, Mahatejaः, Mahatapaha. Śatānanda is a Mahatapasvi. So Mahatapaha, Gautamasya Jeshtaha Sutaha, the elder son of Gautama. Because he is Mahatapaha, Tapasa Dyotita Prabhaha. Because he has done so much of tapas, he is glowing. Dyotita Prabhaha. He is enlightened, he is lighted with the glow of the tapas. Tapasa Dyotita Prabhaha. Dyu is Kanti. So Prabha is glow or the light. So enlightened, or with his enlightened lighting glow on his face and around his body. Rama Sandarshanat, that Rama met, first of all, his very darshanam of Rama, and having heard Rama's darshanam of Ahalya, his mother, Vismayam Agataha, he is awestruck. Wow, so much delighted. And so, Satau Nishannau Samprekshya,
Satau Nishanau Samprekshya
Sukhasinau Nrupatmajau
Sukhasinau Nrupatmajau
Śatānando Munisreshtham
Śatānando Munisreshtham
viśwāmitram athabravīt.
viśwāmitram athabravīt.
So having looked at Rama and Lakshmana, Sukhasinau, having seated there in good chairs, in comfortable chairs, Śatānanda unto Muni Viśwāmitra, Munisreshta Viśwāmitra, he said the following. Apite Muni Shardula
Apite Muni Shardula
Mama Mata Yashasvini
Mama Mata Yashasvini
Darshita Rajaputraya
Darshita Rajaputraya
Tapo Dirgham Upagata.
Tapo Dirgham Upagata.
So he is now continuing to say to Viśwāmitra, Api Te Munishardula. Munishardula also, he is directly starting with also, which means, okay, I have heard all of that. But most important thing for me is this one, especially like that. Api Te, Api Yashasvini Tapo Dirgham Upagata Mama Mata Rajaputraya Darshita. Wow, you have you have enabled my mother's darshanam, who is a Yashasvini, who has got great fame. Tapo Dirgham Upagata, one who has performed this tapas for so long. Vayubhaksha, Nirahara, Tapyanti, Adrishya, Trilokyai Hadrishya, with all of those instructions, one who has done tapas for so long. Tapo Dirgham Upagata Yashasvini Mama Mata Rajaputraya Darshita. Wow. Thank you, Viśwāmitra, that you have enabled, or you have coordinated, or you have arranged such that Rama had darshanam of my mother and her shapa was relieved. Api Rame Mahateja.
Api Rame Mahateja.
Mama Mata Yashasvini.
Mama Mata Yashasvini.
Vanyai Rupa Harat Pujam.
Vanyai Rupa Harat Pujam.
Pujarhe Sarvadehinam.
Pujarhe Sarvadehinam.
So Api also, Rame Mahateja Mama Mata Yashasvini Pujarhehi Sarvadehinam Vanyaihi Pujam Upaharat. So also that my mother, Yashasvini mother, she has done puja of Rama, puja in Rama or of Rama, with Vanyaihi Upaharat Pujam, with all the resources of Vana, of the forest, which are primarily, Vanyaihi means Vanodbhavaihi, Pushpa Phaladhyaihi, so all the flowers and fruits along with them. Also, Kanda Mooladibhihi, along with roots and what is the other one called? Kanda is the big bulged ones. Roots are like carrots and those things. So Kanda, Moola, both type of underground growing vegetables or whatever you call them. So Kanda Mooladibhihi, Pushpa Phaladhyaihi, Vanodbhavaihi, Rama Mahateja Pujita. So Sarvadehinam, those which can be offered to all, such along with such acceptable resources, my mother has performed puja of great Rama. Api Ramaya Kathitam.
Api Ramaya Kathitam.
Yathavrittam Puratanam.
Yathavrittam Puratanam.
Mama Matur Mahatejo.
Mama Matur Mahatejo.
Daivena Duranushtitam.
Daivena Duranushtitam.
So, Api also, Ramaya Kathitam. you have narrated it to Rama. Yatha-vrittam, just as everything has actually occurred. Puratanam, that old story that has happened. Mama matuhu, of my mother. Mahatejaha, daivena duranishtitam. Even by gods, that which cannot be practiced so meticulously. Such a tapas that my mother has done. Hope you have narrated all of that to Rama. He's so inquiring so curiously about his mother, about his great mother Ahalya. Duranishtitam means duranishthana rupam. Even to practice it consistently every day, very tough. Such a great vrata that she has done. Hope you have narrated all of that to him. Api kaushika bhadram te.
Api kaushika bhadram te.
Guruna mama sangata.
Guruna mama sangata.
Mata mama munisreshtha.
Mata mama munisreshtha.
Rama sandarshanaditah.
Rama sandarshanaditah.
So, Kaushika Bhadramte, best to you. Mama Guruna Sangata. So, another great usage here. Guru. So, who is Guru here of śatānanda? He is referring to his father. So, Guru, father is the, after Upanayanam, because he does the Gayatri mantra Upadesham. So he becomes the first guru. And especially Maharshi like Gautama, being father of śatānanda, I mean, he's his father, he's his guru, he's his God, he's everything. So Mama Guruna Sangata. Hope I'm so glad that my mother finally returned back to my father. Mama Guruna Sangata Mata Mama Munisreshtha Rama Sandarshanat itaha. So that's after Rama's darshanam, as promised by my father, that my mother went back to, or my father took his Ahalya back away. So he's trying to genuinely, see, that is what we say, right? Thank you. Happy birthday, happy new year. Is too generic, open-ended greetings. But, if you have to make a real, genuine greeting, it has to be very personal. Are you able to hear me?
Yes, Bogaji.
Okay, because it is saying you have been signed out because your account is signed in from another device. Maybe
No.
would have signed in.
To log in. He was asking to let in at 8 o'clock, Srivasthaji.
He was asking to admit him in, but we didn't see it in the WhatsApp, just we saw the message. Just letting you know.
Oh, who?
Srivatsaji.
Oh, Srivatsaji, we missed him, huh?
Yeah.
But why did we not?
He pinged at 8 a.m.
Oh, no. Okay. So that's śatānanda is so delightfully. So delightfully, he is praising Viśwāmitra that Rama met his mother and finally the Shapa Vimochanam is over, that Gautama and Ahalya have come back together. So, Apime Guruna Ramaha.
Apime Guruna Ramaha.
Pujitah Kushikatmaja.
Pujitah Kushikatmaja.
Iha gato mahatejah.
Iha gato mahatejah.
Pujam prapto mahatmanaha.
Pujam prapto mahatmanaha.
So also that Ramaha mama guruna pujitaha iha agataha mahatejah mahatmanaha pujam praptaha. So there are two pujas. One, mama guruna Ramaha pujitaha, by my guru, who is my father Gautama Rishi, that Rama was given puja by my father, Guru, my guru. Also, Mahatejaha iha pujam mahatmanaha praptaha. So of Janaka, of great Mahatma Janaka also, that he received puja here. Api shantena manasa gururme, api shantena manasa guruhu,
Api shantena manasa guruhu
me kushikatmaja,
Me kushikatmaja.
iha gatena ram.
Looks like Bogaji got logged out.
Yeah.
Okay, which I just spoke to Bogaji. His device is giving some problem. He said we can call it off for today and we will meet next week.
Okay, ji. Dhanyavad.
धन्यवाद.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste.